Hello, my name is Tiffany, and this is my final client presentation. My client is an electrical company, and they were established in 1991 by Dean and Penny Newman. They're located right here in Bowling Green, Ohio. They are the leading quilt design software company in the world, and they have produced over 54 software editions, published 30 books, and have designed many downloadable software add-ons. They offer classes and support articles and videos. First, I'm going to talk about the visual communication problem. EQ has many products and services that reach users and their retailers across the world. With the recent release of their new software, EQ8, it gave their website, social media platforms, and the sales department a lot of interaction. And now it's harder for EQ to increase their social media and website attention. Customer service and sales are still highly active, but in need of a how-to reference manual for processing orders. And these problems open an opportunity to enhance EQ's visual image and branding and increase their customer service. The desired conditions are retaining and gaining more followers and increasing website and social media interaction, creating a clear, recognizable, attractive digital content, updating artist bios to maintain trends and information, implement an easy-to-follow sales reference manual for anyone at EQ to use if needed. The overall goals were to determine the client's needs, meet weekly to show progress and gather more ideas, design strong materials, gain followers and interaction on the website and social media, increase customer service satisfaction between EQ and its customers. And the objective was to help EQ grow and become a stronger company. And by producing effective marketing materials, we can achieve this. And also, the reference manual will help deliver successful customer service in case the department is absent. It's only made up of a couple people, so anyone can do the procedures. On to the solution and tasks. The first I'm going to talk about are the email promotions. And I first researched inspiration, then I designed mock-ups and had them reviewed. I uploaded sliced images to WordPress to get the URL. Then I created the HTML code in Dreamweaver and then entered that into MailChimp. Then I would send the test email to supervisors and gain their feedback, make corrections and schedule the email, and then the final production files were placed onto the shared drive, and I would post to social media and set the slide or image on the day of the sale. Next is social media. I would research latest trends and what is going on. So for example, I would look at the sales that we're having that I could help out with, look at any holidays and the seasons. Then I would create the designs in InDesign, Photoshop, or Illustrator. Then I would send them for feedback, make corrections as needed, export the final JPEG, and place the production files onto the shared drive. And then I would post those to Facebook or Instagram. And then after a couple days, I would analyze the interaction. Then were the discount coupons, and I need to first figure out what materials were needed. And then I would create 2 designs in InDesign and Illustrator, then send them for feedback and make corrections. I would export the final PDF and place the production files onto the shared drive. I'd print these designs 2 up, and then I would be able to cut them in half. And then we would distribute them with orders, and after a couple weeks, I would analyze the coupon usage results. The sales reference manual was one of the biggest projects that I had. I would start off by gathering information and research, and then also finding inspiration. Then I would design. I created master pages and applied to the pages, and then I would enter content and photos. Then after this, I would send for the client approval, and they would review it. And we did test the manual and got feedback from it, and then I made corrections. Testing lasted a week. And then I would put the final PDF printed and placed in the binder, and then the production files were shared on the shared drive. Lastly were the EQ Artist web pages, and I gathered material such as photos and content. I created a template so they were all uniform. I updated the pages, previewed them, and then would publish the page. These were all sent to my supervisor as a completed list for her to review, and then I would make corrections as needed. This was one of the email promotions I made. It it's in spring and also was around Easter. So it's all spring colors. And then it's for their boutique collection. So you have their product images there for them to see, as well as things to have them click here, and also just information that isn't too detailed. Here you see some social media that I made or reposted. The first one is a QuiltCon ad, and this was to prompt them to try to take the classes. Then the second one is from a screenshot from Facebook, and this was when we had the boutique sale. It just highlighted one of the products that was springy, because that's when the sale went on. And then the last image is a repost from Instagram of one of the EQ artists, and a lot of these reposts gain a lot of interaction because people like to see like more inspiration in what they do because they're well known. This is one of the discount coupons. It was spring themed, and this is what was put in with the orders. This would hopefully prompt customers to come back and spend more on the website. This is the sales reference manual. It had a lot of pages and they were all uniform. They had subheadings so you could easily track down what you needed to do for instructions. They also included pictures for those who needed more visual aid on how to do a step. Then they could successfully do that. And last but not least are the EQ Artist web pages. They start off with having their picture and their name on the top left, and then DUEQ is the title, and then what they do if they're like author designer. Underneath that is their bio, and then a quote that says stuff about Electric Quilt. And then they would have links to their website, social media, or blogs, and then have photos of books and their quilts. Now I'm going to talk about lessons learned. So I've learned more project and time management, and extending deadlines is okay because that's what makes the client happy with the final piece. For example, the reference manual, we had to extend the deadline because my supervisor was out and needed more time to look at it. Next are understanding clients' needs and communication is key. And then surveying takes time and gaining feedback is important with the designs. Sometimes the feedback is helpful, while other times it's just short and seems like the person just wants to finish the survey quickly, and that's what I experienced. And in conclusion, this was overall a positive experience, and it allowed me to work with several employees on the projects, and feedback on all the designs helped me design stronger materials now and in the future. Gaining feedback from the survey gets different viewpoints and insights on projects, and overall this project added to my experience and my portfolio.